vanish.
Hey, what's happening to you guys? Paris here and welcome back to another video. Today's video we're going to be talking about Boruto's anime and why people have such a tendency to compare it with the Naruto anime, as the two of them are obviously set in the same world, but the concept of both these worlds are so different that it literally makes no sense. I'm actually sometimes confused when I see these comparisons, especially on Twitter. Twitter is really where I be spending most of my time in, and I always see these types of comparisons. You know, you have someone saying Naruto episode 23 versus Boruto episode 23, and obviously he shows, you know, Naruto and his squad in a tuning exam situation versus Boruto and his squad in a field trip or some shit like that. And obviously you see people in the comment section of the tweet, basically. Like when I say comment section, I obviously mean the tweet, and you see these people, you know, obviously going bashing Boruto, saying, oh, Boruto's trash, I can't believe this is what they've turned the Naruto franchise into, all that stuff, and it confuses the absolute shit out of me, because did we not watch Boruto? No, sorry, did we not watch Naruto? Did we not watch Naruto Shippuden? Did we not see Naruto Uzumaki and Sasuke Uchiha and the Fourth Great Ninja War? I mean, it's normally like when you end a war, peace tends to follow, and obviously after peace comes war again. You guys know the cycle, but there's a huge difference between Naruto and Boruto. Naruto was set in a time where the 5 villages weren't exactly in good terms. Most of them were trying to take each other out through espionage and all that shit, and obviously when they had the tuning exams and when all the villages were coming to one place to do the exams, it wasn't really on the best of terms. Everyone was on edge, people were pretty much ready to fucking kill each other, and obviously we saw that with the infiltration or the takeover attempt from the Sand village. They wanted to fuck over the Leaf village. Now obviously, you know, Orochimaru has kind of something to do with it, but basically you get the idea. It was not the best of times. There was constant war. Naruto was born in times of war, so he had a different experience, a different outlook in life. He just was not in a situation of peace, so he fought his way to achieve that peace, and that is what Boruto is. That is what the product was made. That made no sense, you get the idea, but that's what Boruto is all about. It's all about the peace that Naruto achieved. So obviously you can't compare Boruto to Naruto. It's not even possible. It doesn't even make any sense. We're supposed to see Boruto live in a world where there's constant peace. We know he's gonna be fighting, we know he's going to be in a war once again, and we know the village is going to get fucked up again because of Kawaki and all that shit, but it's gonna take a little bit longer for that shit to happen because he's living in constant peace. All the 5 villages are in peace. No one's gonna be fucking with the village when you have Sasuke and Naruto still alive. So what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, we know something happens to Naruto, and I don't know if something's gonna happen to Sasuke, but we know something happens to Naruto because Kawaki said he's gonna be sending Boruto to the same place where Naruto is currently chilling at. We don't know if it's heaven, we don't know if it's the grave, I don't fucking know, but he's somewhere and he's unable to save the village, and the village, as you see, was completely fucked up. I actually wrote a theory about it like 2 years ago, something like that. You can read it down in the description below if you want, but my point is that people need to stop doing that. People need to stop comparing Boruto to Naruto. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing, yo. Like, when I see it, I won't lie to you, when I see those stuff, you know, I'd be laughing. I'd be like, oh my god, that's kind of true, you know. Here we have Rock Lee about to fucking body Gaara in some, you know, taijutsu shit. I forgot his name. Is it Leaf Hurricane or is it Primary Lotus or some shit like that? We see, you know, Rock Lee about to end another student's life. Meanwhile, you have Himawari making bubbles statues or bubble figures and stuff like that, you know, in the garden and all that stuff, looking peaceful and happy. And yes, it does look kind of funny, but at the same time, some of you guys be taking that shit way too seriously. It's an anime based on the results that Naruto has achieved in Naruto Shippuden. Do you know what I mean? So that's just my opinion on it. I just want to express my thoughts and opinion on it, see why people do the things they do. If you're doing this out of just sheer comedic effect, just to show like the contrast between Boruto and Naruto, that's fine. But if you're out there like, you know, actually complaining about it, saying that oh, Boruto is slow in comparison to Naruto, well, that's because it's a different era, you know. For Naruto's, you know, era, it was a lot easier to start shit up. Like, you know, Naruto was born essentially after the Nine-Tailed Fox literally fucked up the village, you know what I mean? You know, he was born in a time when the Uchihas were basically seen as a menace to society, basically. You know, you had a racist Hokage, you know, Tobirama, as many people would like to say he did what he had to do, but come on. This man segregated an entire community to live on the outskirts of the village. That's fucking racist as fuck, man. I don't care what you say. You know, we have Orochimaru on some Orochimaru shit. You know, we had all this motherfucking shit happening, and it's crazy, but that was Naruto's time period. You know, things were happening left and right, so the students, the kids of that era had to grow up fast to become lethal ninjas. Meanwhile, after Naruto pretty much saved the world and brought in an era of peace and prosperity, you have Boruto and his squad. They now live in a world where all the villagers are friendly. They went to the fucking Hidden Mist village for a school trip. Back in Naruto's days, you would not even think about that shit. That's the contrast. That's what they're trying to show you. The contrast between Boruto and Naruto. You have freaking two of the most powerful shinobis of all times in one village. Who the fuck is gonna go to the Leaf village to start some shit up? I mean, you see, obviously, as the Boruto episode slowly builds up, you see some of the low-class criminals trying to do some low-class shit. There was a gang that was the Hyuga gang or something like that, or I don't know, the Hyuga gang or some shit. The people with the owls in their faces and all that shit, they were trying to start up some shit, but obviously they weren't threatening enough. But these were just the low class stuff. No one's going on some big scale stuff, do you know what I mean? The 4 other villagers are not about to start shit with Naruto and Boruto. They're not about to. They're not about to do shit until these 2 motherfuckers dies. That's just how it is. Everyone is staying on a permanent peace state until either Naruto and Sasuke reach an age where they just cannot fight anymore. It's like similar to the Total Kage. Once they get to that age, you know, all bets are off, basically. You know, all bets are fucking off. If you want to start some shit now, you can do that. But obviously then you have Boruto, who's a fucking genius, who will be able to stand up against any foe that comes in his way. You have Sarada, another genius, actually, when you really think about it. Sarada is my favorite character in Boruto. I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me know in the comment section below if she's your favorite character as well. But for me, she's my favorite character right now. She's just dope for some reason. And then you have Mitsuki. Mitsuki is like twice as powerful as Boruto and Sarada. Like he's sitting on some boss ass power like right now. So you know, when you really look at it, like that's why I'm kind of personally excited to see how the Boruto story will progress. Seeing as we know how it's gonna end, I feel like, you know, Kishimoto and, you know, whoever else is kind of controlling the Boruto series, they knew that they had to show us some real large-scale destructive shit at the very beginning of the series to keep us watching. Because let's be real with you, I'm gonna be real with you guys. Actually no, let me just be real. If they hadn't shown us that scene where Boruto and Kawaki were fighting on the faces of the, you know, the past Hokages, with the village so fucked up, it's literally on the same level as when Pain came in and said, you know what, I'm gonna fuck this shit up. That's how bad it was. Half the people who are watching Boruto would have easily have dropped the series. I mean, I saw this shit, but I still somewhat stopped watching Boruto after a while because, you know, I wanted to marathon it until the good stuff. That's my decision. That's why I stopped watching it. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. How do you really feel about Boruto? There's a couple of things about Boruto as well that's kind of like iffy to me, you know, but for the most part, it's a good anime. When you really just look at Boruto and how Boruto's world came to be, it makes sense. A lot of people say Boruto is really slow, but when you really think about it, what do you want them to do? They're not gonna go out into the next village and start up some shit. They're not gonna go fight the next Pain or the next Itachi or the next fucking who else was a threat at Naruto's time? We had Gaara, who had a one-tailed beast instead of him. We had the 5 sound ninjas as well, who are pretty damn fucking powerful and almost killed Rock Lee, Neji, Kiba, Naruto obviously, who came along, and who else was fighting? Oh, Shino, but people keep forgetting Shino. But anyways, you get the idea. We had some actual threats, you know what I mean? We don't have threats right now because most of the threats are kind of gone. And with Sasuke on the move around, you know, wiping out the remaining stuff from Kaguya's era, basically, you know, this is gonna be hard. And Orochimaru isn't really making any more Coast Max at the moment. I think he changed a new leaf and literally changed everything else about him. But basically, you know, Orochimaru isn't out here trying to fuck up the village anymore. He's not out here trying to take over the world. I don't think he even wants, no, I think he still wants immortality, but he's not looking for immortality for a malicious reason anymore. So that's just how it is. You know, when you really think about it, Boruto is just the product of Naruto's actions, basically. Naruto did everything in his power to create a world of peace. He's achieved it. We all wanted to see this. We all wanted to see Naruto become Hokage and achieve peace. And now Boruto is now living in that era of peace. So if things are slow, that's just how they're meant to be. They're not gonna go starting off going to the village hidden in the clouds or in the earth to try and kill off some shinobis. You know, things will have to start off slow. That's just why I just want to express. I want to see if I'm the only one who feels like that, because a lot of you guys really do be feeling like Boruto is trash because it's slow. Like when you see these tweets, they be getting like 20k likes, you know, 50k likes, 1000 likes, and it's like, do everyone feels like this? Especially when you read the comments, man. When you read the replies to those tweets, some of you be really feeling like this shit is slow. I mean, Boruto has its problems, like not the slow part, but it has some other problems. But for the most part, that's exactly how it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? It's picking up now slowly. You know, we have the, well, I think it was introduced. Yeah, it was introduced in the anime. We have Boruto now knowing that he has some type of the Star of Hope or some shit like that. And you know, most of us kind of speculated that Kawaki will be the Star of. People say it's the Star of Destruction, but I feel like that doesn't really go opposite to hope. I feel like despair is a direct opposite to hope. You know, when you don't have hope, you're in despair. So I feel like, for me personally, I'm gonna call it the Star of Despair versus the Star of Hope. Kawaki will probably have the Star of Despair, and he will cause despair across the world, and Boruto will be the hope for a brighter future. You know what I mean? But that's just it. That's just my opinion on it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you feel like the Boruto series is unjustifiably slow? Do you feel like it's warranted that people are getting kind of mad about it? Or do you feel like you can understand why it's taking its time, why it's building up this different world that we've come to know, and everything will eventually pick up? Because as you know, we saw the village getting fucked up. That's just so mind-boggling. Two of the most powerful shinobis to have ever existed, well, yeah, to have ever existed at this current time, you know, time and date, had their village fucked up to such an extent that, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing it. But anyways, I'm Pyros. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Let me know in the comment section below how you feel about the anime. I personally feel like it's moving at the pace that it's supposed to. You know, it's an era of peace and all that stuff. But anyways, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.